WrestleMania 42 is a perfect example of why the WWE's booking has been so inconsistent lately, the last 2 years especially, because the main event match segments have been so hit or miss, whether it's CM Punk and Roman Reigns, where we get these banger promos. Roman Reigns leaves for weeks, he comes back, they have another banger segment, then Roman Reigns comes out and says, CM Punk, you're old. And that's all he says. He doesn't, after CM Punk said his dad died, or he's
I'm going to bury you next to your father. That's your rebuttal.
Yeah,
is like, hey, you're old. Come on, man.
It just shows you how like they probably just throw these things last second together last second and say, hey, we have Roman Reigns for one more week. Let's just throw him in a segment with CM Punk. We'll figure out what happens from there. But instead, they could have just forwarded that the powerbomb through a table from Roman Reigns to last week. They could have done it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they should have done it after that, because the Jay and Jimmy segment was good.
Yeah, and
then the week after that should have been the powerbomb segment.
Right.
And it wasn't. It was just him getting hit by a mic.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't that good.
And then you have Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes on the other side of SmackDown, where first off, it starts off super fire because everything up to that point, even the match at Elimination Chamber was great with Randy Orton RKOing Cody Rhodes out of nowhere. Cody Rhodes wins the title, and we don't really get much besides Randy Orton staring at a TV. Yeah. And the next week, Randy Orton attacks him and destroys a vicious attack. It's massive. And the week after that, Randy Orton did a good job of just taking out Matt Cardona, one of Cody Rhodes' friends, right? Sets up this whole thing, and then they have this match. And the match ends pretty abruptly the next week. And Cody Rhodes pulls up in his van or bus. Yeah. And here he comes, another
Goldberg.
One of the longest entrances to a ring while Randy Orton's music playing. Nothing's happening besides Cody Rhodes is walking to the ring. I don't know how they were so unorganized for like the 900th time. I feel like this has been happening a lot with the WWE, where they have segments that just come off awkward instead of like, oh, this is a big moment. Here we go. Like the Royal Rumble, we had so many awkward moments. And then that moment itself was such an awkward moment where they're just walking. Cody was just walking to the ring and Randy was just staring at a screen for so long.
It's so easy to do. All they had to do for that moment is, here, Randy Orton was a match. He RKO's Matt Cardona. He's about to pin him. He's about to puts the chair into his arm again. He's about to stomp it. Cody Rhodes music hits. Here we go. We got a brawl. That's how easy it is.
We don't need the Cody van.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need. Guess what? We know Cody's showing up because you know why? Yeah, now it's Cody showing up. You don't have to show me. It's a surprise. Oh my God, Cody showed up.
The worst part is I don't think the reaction was as big as the WWE expected it to be.
No,
the reaction to him on coming on Raw was bigger than what it was on SmackDown.
Yeah,
because he came out on SmackDown and he's like, I just want to talk. And it was kind of this long brawl drawn out for so long. It's like they found out they had so much time left on TV. They just let them fight for so long, and then it got to a point where Jelly Roll gets involved, where he's been on TV way too long on that episode already. You saw him
4 times.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like way more than that. Felt like 20 times the way he was on TV. He had his own wrestling match. He wanted the match too. There's just too much going on with Jelly Roll, where he doesn't even need to be involved in the storyline that has so much story already to it.
Have they learned their mistake from last year? Why are we involving a celebrity into another main event scene? We don't need a celebrity.
We don't.
You know what we need? We need Cody Rhodes and we need Randy Orton.
That's all we need. Stephanie McMahon can get involved because she actually saw some history there.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll has no real history there. Nobody really cares.
Yeah. What is he, best friend all of a sudden? Guess what? I haven't seen Jelly Roll since SummerSlam, right? That's it.
They're not best friends. We know they're not best friends. Keep them out of this business, all right? And then we have like another world championship match, a women's world champion, Rhea versus Jade. 3 of the world championship matches have not delivered. I mean, they've been good.
They've been hit or miss.
This one's probably the worst. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
This one, the Twitter beef, everything that was going on online, we thought it was going to be like a shoot promo every week, and instead we've gotten who's that bitch? I'm that bitch.
No,
you're that bitch. No, I'm that. And then we get B-Fab and Meechin involved, who can actually talk on the mic, and Jade Cargill somehow talks more than them.
Talking all over them, like not even letting them get the promo out. Like let them have their moment. Let them say their lines, and then all right, you can say your lines.
This match itself, I'm the least invested in. Like I feel like the match, you have Jade Cargill, who has this look of a main eventer, Rhea Ripley, who is a main eventer all around. The match should just sell itself, but they've managed to hurt it with the storytelling, the promos they've been putting together. None of it really makes sense. It's just like let's just throw this match together and just see what happens. I feel like you should have had an actual story from the start instead of just like throwing things together. I don't get where it all came from, and I don't know why Rhea Ripley chose Jade Cargill for the first place. Like I know she cut a promo on Raw with she was like, I'm gonna go over to SmackDown. Or was it? She won Elimination Chamber.
She Elimination Chamber.
So she was forced to. Never mind. Yeah. But her the whole I felt there was so much more heat there, and it's completely vanished. There's nothing there now.
Yeah.
And I don't really care at all. I'm gonna watch the match. I'll probably be Rhea Ripley, but I won't be caring that much about this match at all. The fourth match, the fourth World Heavyweight title match, Liv versus Stephanie Vicar, they're cooking.
They're cooking.
They've been doing great since the start. They haven't even though they haven't had the hype behind them like the other three matches have. They've been doing probably the most consistent storytelling. Where every week we're getting it elevates itself, and there's never been a back step like the CM Punk and Roman Reigns or the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. There's been another step taken every week.
I kind of feel like they don't force their segments with Stephanie and Liv. Yeah. Whenever they do a segment, it's a good segment, right? It's like for a couple of weeks there, they don't interact with each other. And then we see them interact, and it's like a big moment. Yeah, like when she comes in, when she comes out of nowhere, attacks Liv before the Penta match.
That was so good.
I didn't expect that. Yeah. Like that's what makes it good. Like I don't need we talk about the other four. Like I don't need Rhea Ripley to call out Jade Cargill and then get into a wrestling match, and 3 minutes into the wrestling match is a disqualification. Right. You know what that doesn't do? That doesn't do anything for anybody.
Yeah, I think it's been a lot of like them trying to misdirect the audience in a lot of these stories as well. That's kind of hurt a lot of people because back at WrestleMania 40, let me tell you kids, one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time, the greatest build to a WrestleMania of all time started before WrestleMania 40. I know it started WrestleMania 39, but the moments we had going between WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40, especially later in the year by like Survivor Series, October, November, they did such a great job of making sure that we had these interactions between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. They made sure that, hey, this is the match that's gonna happen in WrestleMania 40, no matter what. We'll see what The Rock says about that. But it's most likely gonna happen. This is the match we want to put together, and the fans were so hooked. Every time they cross paths, it was a big moment. Jey Uso leaving and Jimmy and him crossing paths. You're like, okay, we're gonna get Jey versus Jimmy. We know that. And then even Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch crossing paths, backstage moments. There's so much they were doing to build these matches up and build this card up far in advance of WrestleMania or even WrestleMania season itself.
I feel like when I think about that WrestleMania build, I think about that moment where Cody and Jay have the tag titles and they're leaving, and then the Bloodline music hits, and you see Jey Uso staring down the Bloodline, and you see Cody Rhodes staring down Roman Reigns.
That's the moment that triggered this whole thought.
You're like, oh, like what's going down. And for the last two WrestleManias, have we had that moment? Like, we had a handshake moment at Survivor Series. Guess what? We're not getting that match. Instead, we're getting the moment match between the guys that are cool with each other and not the guys that are beefing with each other.
I mean, there's just so much misdirection going on. I feel like you gotta just keep a consistent, run. There's a lot of reports about how Triple H, people are frustrated with Triple H because he kept changing the matches, and that makes so much sense. Of course, you can be frustrated because it hurts the storytelling every time if you keep changing your destination or the conclusion of the story. If the conclusion keeps changing, we have no idea what the hell's going to go on in the rest of the story. You're going to keep rewriting these scripts. It makes no sense. The biggest thing is this year is we don't know what the hell is going on until after Rumble. We finally got a clue of CM Punk and Roman Reigns after Royal Rumble. Before that, it was like, what the hell is going to happen? And then I think you said in the last video or one of our last videos that we've gotten so close to WrestleMania season, we still don't know what matches were going to happen, right? I think we finally started. We're seeing a lot of these matches now. We're like, okay, these matches are going to happen. Make sense. But it took so long for them to start telling these stories. Like even the Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, we should be getting matches. We should get segments live on Raw every week instead of a backstage or like a promo from Finn Balor. It's not like a SummerSlam match. This is a WrestleMania season.
There was a promo by Dominic Mysterio during an ad break. Like, what does that do for the product? Like, what does that do for us as fans watching? Like, I didn't see that.
Right.
I missed that. And like you said it perfectly. I'm just gonna add to the point. Like we're 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and you just announced, for the IC title, we're doing a ladder match.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into the ladder match? We don't know that. We had these matches like it was off screen.
They could have had like maybe like some kind of, hey, you win this match or you've been doing good, you're in the match. So they could have built it up a little bit instead of having Penta being, we're gonna have this match. I guess Penta handpicked. Like I'm okay with the Intercontinental ladder match, having no storytelling, but like that Fatal 4-Way women's match, they've had these segments that are just copy and paste. Different people are doing the actions. It's just the same thing. Oh, these two are gonna have a match. Now you're gonna show up in the match, and you're gonna ruin the match. And then we're gonna have a Fatal 4-Way women's tag team match at WrestleMania.
And we're gonna have Nia Jackson, Lash Legend beat the shit out of both of them. Yeah, that's it.
It just, I don't know. It's been so there's no consistency.
No, it's just
I think the worst thing they do is with the matches that aren't main event matches. The mid card matches, the lower card matches. I get some of them. Like the IC title match, I'm okay with them being like, yo, we got an IC title match, because that's just like a hype moment. We're like, I do agree with you though. Like, remember the TLC match at SummerSlam?
Yeah,
they built that up properly, right? We've had months and months of like those matches and all that stuff going on to eventually go to that and it being peak like it was. That was great. But this IC title match, I'm not too mad about like them throwing it in because we know how good ladder matches are in general. Yeah. And Intercontinental title ladder matches at WrestleMania have always been fun too, right? And then there's other matches where I'm okay with it as well. Like Gunther versus Seth Rollins, they didn't have anything planned. There was a pivot. That's a pivot call where you make the call last second to switch it over to something else, and it works perfectly. So I mean, there's certain matches that you already should have planned out. The World Heavy title match, the WWE title matches, those should all be planned out far in advance, and they should be built towards far in advance. At least by Survivor Series, we should be already talking about, oh, I think this is going to happen, instead of, oh, no, maybe that's Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is going to happen.
I get like Seth Rollins getting injured was like, because it was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, right? And I get that like through wrenching the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like the fact that you don't even have a backup plan, like it just blows my mind.
Even the Gunther Rey Mysterio, no backup plan immediately made no sense to me. Like I mean, they figured it out because Braun Breaker seems like he might not be there or he's not 100% cleared.
Yeah,
they got lucky. But what if Braun Breaker did come back? What if he was already back before Rey Mysterio got hurt? What are you
gonna do with Gunther then?
Yeah, you're exactly screwed. Well, I think that does it for this video. Let us know what you think about WWE's booking lately this last few months in the comment section below. We know what you think of the last few years. I think a lot of people aren't happy about it. And we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe.